MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Chris Paddock is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Into the box now, Raimel Tapia. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Paddock, a 6'4" right-hander. He was an 8th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Sliced hard on the ground. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, errors are never welcome. But to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Here comes the 0-1. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the third out. Rockies strand 1, and now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. German Marquez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
Standing in, Trent Grisham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, 0-1. Hard hit towards center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Junior.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run will score as the Padres are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Batting third, the third baseman, Manny.
Striding in, Manny Machado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Pilar at the track, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
First delivery to him on the way. Hosmer is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Previous history with German Marquez. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him. And what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
He's set and the pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Throwing to second.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Into the box, Jake Cronenworth, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away. Into the box now, Jurickson Profar. And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first, they've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
He pulls this one into right. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. Pilar is there, 2 gone. For the moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
At the plate, Trent Grisham. Tapia is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead on now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Padres 5 and the Rockies nothing. Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Leading up for Colorado.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
High in the air out to center field. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here's a pop-up now. Hosmer in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting seventh.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. Swing and a liner, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
That'll bring up Tony Walters, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. McMahon is off at first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Colorado. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this.
Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Here's Manny Machado now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Popped him up. Murphy waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel every time he takes the outfield. Has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
Eric Hosmer is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Number 4, Will.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And now the runner's trying for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he will be nailed at third on a questionable decision, to say the least, and the inning is over. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. We've played 2. It's the Padres 6 and the Rockies nothing. Digging in now, Chichi Gonzalez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Trevor Story steps in now as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! Trevor Story with a 2-run shot. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Yeah, and it's always important to scratch that first run across when you're getting shut out. But now they're within 1 grand slam of tying it up. Might seem improbable, but hey, psychologically it matters.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
The right fielder, number 19.
And right into the shift. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1-1.
Bouncer to the left side. Machado has it. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Pitch on the way. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Grounded to third. Machado is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Padres 6 and the Rockies 2. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready for another chance? Jake Cronenworth, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's the way you attack the baseball. The pitch wasn't too bad, just the swing was that much better. Head down all the way through the ball, and he cruises into second with a leadoff double.
Jurickson Profar will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. Stepping in, Jason Castro. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. Line drive, base hit to right. Cronenworth blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag, and he's in there. And the lead is now 7-2.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Trent Grisham. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. From the belt, the pitch. Down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. 3 innings complete. The Padres lead it 7-2.
Hitting up for Colorado, the first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Now here it comes. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out. Digging in, Kevin Pillar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he takes ball 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Rockies thus far. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. This is foul right side. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
And Tatis is there to end the inning. Rockies strand 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. 1 away. Ready once again, Manny Machado. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
into center field. Line drive base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And he may have thought something was on. He stepped off to look back to first. They slapped the tag on him, and he is out at second base.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They're on top 7-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Hitting for the Rockies.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Matt Kemp.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
To the plate now, Raimel Tapia. Popped him up. Machado in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story.
That last at bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Taken in by Machado. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Antonio Santos, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Antonio Santos.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Will Myers. First pitch coming, here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Tapia. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9.
Ready for another shot now, Jake Cronenworth. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
So digging in now, Jurickson Profar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. 7 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors thus far for San Diego. Liner toward right center. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Jason Castro is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Jason Castro becomes out number 2 this inning. So now to the plate, Chris Paddock. No balls and a strike to count. Popped up. Murphy has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. Through 5 innings, it's the Padres 8 and the Rockies 2. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Oh, and it's over his head.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. No one out with a runner at second. Hit down the 3rd baseline. Machado has it. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first. Digging in to try it again. Daniel Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat. Good curveball there. Gets the swing and miss.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Kevin Pillar comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Kevin Pillar goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ryan Mcmahon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Myers going back. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run.
Man, that's painful for a pitcher. He almost worked himself out of a jam by getting 2 straight outs. But
the catcher, number 14, Tony Walker.
Adrian Morejon, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Adrian Morejon.
Standing in now, Tony Walters.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Myers will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Padres 8 and the Rockies 5. Striding in once again, Trent Grisham, as he'll be the first to hit for the Friars in their half of the 6th inning. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Fernando Tatis. A runner at second, nobody out. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. In now, Manny Machado. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 9-5 ball game.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch. Infield playing back. A ball is able to sneak through. A base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet...
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
So here's Will Myers, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The runner scores from second.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Line drive to left, and that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Here's Jurickson Profar. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
In there, and it's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 0-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Speared on the dive. He gathers the throw. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Another good half inning in the books for the Padres. These folks may be on a beach before long. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Josh Fuentes is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 8, Josh Fuentes.
Oh, and 1 the count. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
No balls and 1 strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Digging in, Trevor Story. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now, Charlie Blackmon. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw goes to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Digging in, Nolan Arenado. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Bounce towards the second baseman. And that's through for a hit. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Padres lead it 11-6. Yency Almonte gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Yency Almonte.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Austin Nola will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Austin Nola.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Bouncer up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
The center fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
At the plate, Trent Grisham, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. To third. To second for one. Back to Murphy, not in time, and they'll get just the one out. 2 outs now in the San Diego 7th, and that will bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Padres leave one, and it's still an 11-6 ball game. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Kevin Pillar. Heading out towards shallow right. Myers has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Stepping into the box, Ryan Mcmahon.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happened.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. And the tag gets him, but one run is in to score on the play.
Now batter.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Raimel Tapia. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Strike one to start the at-bat. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for one. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Padres 11 and the Rockies 7. Jairo Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Jairo Diaz.
Ready now, Manny Machado. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
The third baseman, Manny.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second, and this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Eric Hosmer. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Lined hard to center field. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Stepping in, Will Myers. Singled home a run in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A man at third with one away. Swinging a blooper to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Jake Cronenworth. He swings and lines it to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting. No left field.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there. Now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit out towards second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Catcher, Jansen. Castro.
Into the box now, Jason Castro, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Michael Gibbons comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Michael Gibbons.
At the plate now, Craig Stammen. Here's one hit hard to the right side and caught out there at second. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. Padres lead it 15-7.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, Trevor.
Javi Guerra comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 8, Javi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Hit sharply toward third. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone. Standing in, Charlie Blackmon. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike two. One out, nobody on. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, but they still face a 7-run deficit. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Back on it is the left fielder. Still ranging back. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Daniel Murphy steps in now as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The Rockies find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys? And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. That's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb. But, hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Digging in and looking for more, Tony Walters. He singled his last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Drilled to the right side. Oh, look at Hosmer. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
15-9 at its conclusion. San Diego came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Chris Paddock is the winning pitcher of record. German Marquez couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Started the ball game 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us.